Hey everybody, Mac and Damer here for OCR Kings. That is right, the original all obstacles guys, and we just completed the Super in Bethel, New York, also known as the Woodstock race, and got some really good thoughts. But you know, before we get into it, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Yeah, it definitely helps to grow the channel.
Grows the channel, grows the community. Just it's a great spot. So
absolutely. And you know, speaking about the channel and the community, we saw a lot of folks that we knew out here today, and that was great talking to everybody.
Cool. Yes.
Thanks for you know, coming up, shaking hands, calling us out.
Even some new faces that are just checking in.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome. I mean, that's a great sign for the OCR community. That's a great sign for Spartan race.
Yeah.
It's a great sign for everything.
For all of us.
Like maybe we've got an uptick because it seems like attendance has been dropping lately, but there was a lot.
There were a lot of people here.
New for even in our wave, there was a lot of first timers raising their hands. So
I think
that's awesome.
One of the biggest waves. It was packed and full.
Yeah, over 200.
Shout to our friend JT Manning for the shout out to us.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Great job as always.
Yep. So this was a really good time, and you know, I had some concerns maybe last time when we did one of these things where it was a lot of running and no obstacles for miles. Maybe they heard that and took that into account, because within the first mile there were 4 obstacles. That was great, and it was sort of like that for the whole time.
Yeah, so we've done this venue before, but this is the first time Super.
Yep.
So it's got a Super edition. So right now you can start doing the sprint in the afternoon today on Saturday. We will be here tomorrow to do the sprint as well.
Looking forward to that.
Looking forward to that. But just placement throughout the course on the Super loop as well as just through the sprint was really well done.
I thought it was perfect.
Yeah.
You know, we've said it before, you know, a lot of folks, they come in, they do a sprint. Cool. And somehow they skip the Super and they go hardcore and they go to the Beast. Okay? I think the Super is maybe a bit overlooked, and I think it's a really great distance, and you get the cool obstacles.
You get the really good obstacles that you get in the Beast.
It's a home run.
It's
a home run. So this location, you know, was touted as being flat and great for, you know, first timers, which it was.
Yeah.
Great for first timers. Setting your personal best and a personal record. They snuck in some hills.
They snuck in some hills.
Surprised about it.
Definitely hilly. It's really beautiful here.
It's gorgeous.
So it's a Super, and then you'd come out of the woods and up onto these meadows and farm spaces, and it was like you could just take a quick look around. It was awesome.
The other surprise today too was the mud.
The amount of mud.
And I was impressed.
And it's for the sprint. It wasn't there other than the start and the finish, which we will talk about. But the Super Loop, they seem to find every bit of mud and moisture that they could find.
It was thick mud.
Soupy and deep, and every time you would step in it, you'd get that suction. So
I think there was, in our wave, there were a big group of first timers. They were from Brooklyn, so shout to Brooklyn. I think the mud swallowed them, because I never saw that group before. It's like we were running all together and then gone. So
hooting and hollering and having a good time.
I think a lot of shoes got lost. I think they got sucked right off of people's feet, and there was one part with the mud where I went in up to my hip. I was like, oh, they're really not kidding about this. So
that guy that tried to blast past us.
Oh, I thought he was going for a swim, but he like took a flop.
He took a flop and was
overboard,
completely submerged. It was just
So, you know, I thought the obstacle placement was spot on. The distance was great. We lucked out with the weather. The medals look pretty nice. Here is the old Super medal and the wedge.
If you haven't gotten one yet, pick yourself one up.
Definitely get yourself to a Super. And I'm glad you asked, too, about my T-shirt right behind the medal here, Damer. I like, just like those old commercials with I love New York, I love New York. Well, I love OCR. These are available from our store right there on YouTube, so definitely check those out. Some other changes that I noticed too. Maybe Spartan has listened. Keep listening, Spartan. It's doing everybody some good.
That's right.
They minimized packet pickup. There was no envelope, and there was some less extraneous crap. It was like,
save on all that.
Here's your headband, here's your chip, here's your start band, boom. off you go.
Yep.
Cool. You know what? Also, since we're doing, we're uploading selfies to find our pictures, maybe can we get rid of the headbands?
Yeah, no.
Let's just get rid. I don't wear them.
We don't wear them
No.
because we've got GoPros in that space. But even
Get rid
are
of the
they necessary
headbands.
with today's
Right.
AI. And,
Right. This is how people are finding their pictures. They're uploading a selfie. Get rid of the headbands. You'll save some money. Spartan. Cool. All right.
That's right. So getting back to the race. So it has the same start and finish location, exactly the same. Really good setup.
Yep.
But it was like you start, you turn into the woods, and then you go through that first thick mud, which got everyone, including the Brooklyn crew.
Yeah, that was.
And then coming
Lived
back
up to the hype.
And then coming back the other way towards the end. So it's the start of the sprint and super, as well as the finish for both. So you'll see it no matter which flavor of race you do here. It was like then you come through that same swampy mud area, and that's where they wound up putting the dunk wall.
Right.
And then the barbed wire crawl, which was totally
That
was totally new. I hope they continue with that.
Either do that more at other venues, or let people know that that is the special thing for this venue.
Yep. So what it was they dug trenches, and they're filled with water, and the barbed wire sat over them.
Right.
So you wound up laying in them more like what you find at like the Tough Mudder type of thing, or like the electric eels obstacle without the electric shock.
Without that,
going on.
the silliness.
But it was just cool. It was something different. It wasn't. I mean, lately we've all been kind of diving underneath the barbed wire and just roll, and get out of it as quick as possible. So a total new change, which is cool. So yeah, if they kept it at this venue, then that's something just cool to see. A little bit different. One thing we did see is the penalty. Remember the penalty loop?
Right, there was a penalty loop where they had kettlebells.
Yeah, you had to carry the kettlebell.
I was like, oh, that's a cool idea. Of course, we didn't need to do that. Just not bragging. A little bit. No, we had a good time out here. But yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's cool.
That's just a nice.
Yeah, I like that. Add little.
You've got them.
Yeah.
Put them to use.
Cool. So definitely a great time out here. If you haven't checked it out and you can get to this locale, definitely great for first timers. Definitely great for a first super.
Yep. If you're thinking of doing this race, like if you're doing the sprint, it is using all of the same obstacles. We're still hoping, fingers crossed, that Spartan starts sticking new obstacles in here and there.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
Or shelve some and go to classified and sprinkle some new ones surprise us. So if you watch any sprint video, you will see the obstacles that you're going to face here. And even the super and the beast have the next step up.
Absolutely. So, and just like those folks were saying over there, a tuxedo would be a great location to bring back some of those older obstacles at. We're just throwing that out there to you, Spartan, as well.
I do miss that location, but this spot is
not bad either. So, great to see everybody. That was super just cool. That sense of community, and good to see so many people here.
Great venue
at this race.
If you're afraid of like the New Jerseys or the Killingtons or some of the big ones out west, it was like for the big elevation changes. This doesn't have it. It has the challenging rolling hills and the mud. It's got it's a great Spartan.
So we'll be here tomorrow, and we hope to see you. But you know what? Until that time, remember, as always, train hard.
Have fun.